today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield and the Detroit Lions taking on Josh Allen and the San Francisco 49ers.
First opened in 2002. There's a... Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Mayfield.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
That is Tomlinson, who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Allen's pass complete to Brandon.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On play action, Allen. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
Allen's pass.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
6 yards.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Hallett. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete from the contact. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
22, Derrick Henry.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 16 carries, 65 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Down San Francisco.
To Allen. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Gain of 15.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds for a nice pickup.
first down. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
At the 41-yard line. A gain of 5.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. They set up the screen for Henry. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
and think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Lions.
On second down, here's Henry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 20.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, something you got to play along.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 2nd down, Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. Mayfield to throw it. The quick slant caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it first and 10 up at the 20. From the gun, Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 29.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard. Operating from the gun. Allen completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players. Is putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2.
Second and 2.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
With a 48-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And
from the gun, Allen. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
complete.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down is Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And again, it's Allen. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Gould is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Niners 3, Lions nothing.
Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
He'll get this off to Swift.
Mayfield.
Not much there, only a yard. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Jack Fox now
As he's on to punt for Detroit. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, open man is Samuel, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Allen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10. At their own 20.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Romeo Okwara in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. That's Samuel caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Third draw play. This is Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit if they give up a touchdown.
And false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40.
From the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
Here's Swift. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
DeAndre Swift.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now an option play on 2nd down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Swift. And the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun. Mayfield to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Makes the score Niners 10, Lions 3.
So they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Mayfield. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Mayfield to throw it. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They begin with Henry. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
A loss of 9 yards.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Derrick Henry. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Down at the 17-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the
operating from the gun. Allen escaping the pressure right.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Another shot now for this Lions offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield now. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The throw over the middle, taken in. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Another Lions.
His throw incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he comes back with one complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going downfield to catch.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they're rallying here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Here's Richie James on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Samuel, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Allen. He dumps it off for Henry. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Now James returning. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Allen's pass.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Now it's Henry.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Is scooped up by the Lions, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. But a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. They'll start on the ground with Swift. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
The wide receiver.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, here's Swift.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here comes the Lions punter now. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Intercepted. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Lions,
They're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.